Hey, cheers.
These people, they dream too big.
I love you. Very welcome.
But then they'll laugh at
very time.
As she said, my name's Nessa. I'm a mother of 4 kids and a single mom. I actually have here the producer, my daughter in the background.
What is the real world?
What is the real world?
How I started Fairy Tale Tea Time was after I saw like Flintstones, that I called them. My favorite line from Fairy Tale Tea Time is actually, it's better to be alone than to be with a Flintstone.
Oh, I love that actually.
Yes, and because sometimes we can get lonely as we become like more confident, as we have more experience in life, like for friends or family or lovers, we tend to be more difficult to who we let in inside. It's not because we are not lovable. It's actually the opposite. It's because where we used to love, we don't anymore. Our taste changes and we want more of life, more of people, more of everything.
And even adding to that is, I think that we are more aware of what we want, and we respect our boundaries a lot more, and we're selective of people we let in our life by protecting our peace. So sometimes it's better to be at peace than to be surrounded by people who are like draining you of your energy.
So basically that's what it is. It's like people tell us that we're delusional for asking for more, for staying single even. Like we have like, they're like, but why are you still single? What's the problem?
The $1 million question, why are you
still single? A lot of people told me, Amelia, why do you show yourself crying? And I think, I remember when I saw other people crying online, it kind of gave me the permission to show myself crying. So it's only after I saw others. So it's like a big chain. As people are vulnerable, like, we see those celebrities and people are being more vulnerable. Like we talk about, like they show more like that it's messy in their house. Like
real life.
They show more like the authentic way, like being messy in your house is like almost fashionable, like whatever, like we saw one of girl, what's her name, Alex Earl, like it's so messy and she shows like all of the thing everywhere, like she's just more authentic. And so it's this thing with everything, we're like all a big chain and being vulnerable. And as you see other people showing their emotions, and also girls saying that they were cheating on, you see like all of those vloggers,
it normalizes people's experiences.
It normalizes, and then after, when it happens to you, you don't feel it as a shame. You don't let this affect you as much, because you're like, I've seen all of those vloggers before me like saying, oh, I got my heart broken, this man cheated on me. So you don't take it so personal anymore, because you're like, oh my god, there's so many other girls that got cheated on too, that had a man that was not able to love them, not because they're not pretty. You've seen like how much
so many beautiful people get cheated on.
And so this is all social media, the power of social media, the power of showing tears, of showing that you were cheating on, that even that I don't think you can say this, but some people were abused too from their own family. And they share the abuse stories, survivor stories. So it's so powerful, and it gives all of us the permission to be more authentic and to show our emotions, and to be like, you know what, I love you, but I'm walking away because I deserve more.
Right.
So you gotta keep your heart open and be courageous. Someone told me, Amelia, it's crazy because people think I'm too much if I call them with a phone call. What do you think about this? And then I'm like, whoa, okay, I'm not just courageous to love again. Apparently I'm courageous to call people.
Actually, I'm gonna have to agree with that. I'm not a caller person. I'm a texter first, but I will pick up a phone call when I can. It's just that I don't have a lot of time to talk on the phone because I have 4 kids running in the background. But it's very true that nowadays people don't call anymore.
It depends of your lifestyle, but for me, I prefer call. I feel it's easier.
It's so much faster.
Faster to say what you want to say, but it depends.
I don't want to text when it comes to real important stuff, because I find messages, they come across like construed. It's so much better to talk face to face or over a call. But to have a conversation, just a chit chat on the phone, that's not my style, because I just don't have the time. But yes, it's true. People don't want to be called anymore.
Yeah.
You know, one time I was dating a guy, or I wasn't
Yeah.
dating. It was like a talking stage, and he FaceTimed me out of nowhere with no warning, and I wasn't ready. Like all the kids were running around. I had my bonnet on and everything.
yeah.
I'm like, I'm not answering this FaceTime. Like not
Oh
even
my
just a
God.
call, like a video call. Like I'm not ready. You need to give me a warning. I did not pick up the phone.
Wow. But yeah, so anyways, not courageous is the new normal. Whatever, you do whatever you want.
Good for
And right
you.
now, like, I kind of enjoy, like, see me crying in front of you. Like, and you know, some people even, like, can mock you because you have emotion. Like, let them. be
People will
animals.
mock you no matter what.
Yeah.
And you know, some people, social media has this bad reputation of being fake. Everybody's showing only the good sides, but then they'll laugh at somebody for crying. But life is not just rainbows and butterflies. You know, there's darkness too. So you're showing both sides. And
It is true, right? You got this question asked often. And again, we're going to answer like this. It's better to be alone than to be with a Flintstone, my favorite line from Fairy Tale Tea Time.
I'm going to use that more often now.
Yeah.
It's better to be alone than to be with a Flintstone. I love it. I absolutely love it. Yes.
So you had this question often
I am.
asking you? Because you're a beautiful girl, for sure.
That's the thing. I think people, they see a beautiful girl and they don't understand why are you single. But I find sometimes being a beautiful girl, quote unquote, is almost making it difficult because men lust after you. You know,
Yeah.
They just see the physical attributes, and I'm
Yeah.
way past that. You know, I
Yeah.
want somebody who's gonna see me for more than just being physical. So it's a guy who's lusting over you. For me personally, that's a turn off. I don't like that. I want him to see past my physical appearance.
Yeah, exactly. And that's really hard these days, like for women out there. I want all of the women and the men too, because there's men that actually have a beautiful feminine energy inside of them. And this is beautiful. And this is my favorite type of man, actually.
Really?
If I'm looking for a man to date, they need to have a beautiful balance of like femininity and masculinity. They need to embrace both, because it really, in my opinion, ruins the potential of a man when they are too much in their masculinity. They need to really show their emotions. They need to show that they are mature emotionally too, and they are ready to be like opening their heart. They're ready to be like invested emotionally. Some men are just so disconnected because of all of the apps, the dating apps, everything. I was just looking back at like what actually it is to be loved in a good way. And so what do you have to say about that?
Well, you're lucky to have been loved properly in the first place, because I feel like sometimes you don't even know what it's like to be loved properly. Personally, I was in a very long-term relationship, and I'm just recently getting back into the dating market, and things have really changed from 10 years ago, which was the last time I was actually on the dating market. And when I think back about my relationship with him, I feel like I don't even know if that was real love, you know? So not everybody gets to experience that. So at least, you know, another saying that I really appreciate is, it's better to have loved and lost than to have not loved at all, you know?
Yeah, because love, I really say the same thing. Love is a gift. And as you love other people, like right now, it's also to be loved in a proper way, yes, but it's mostly like I crave to fall in love with someone.
Yeah.
This doesn't happen all the time. And even if I'm not loved back, at least for real, I'm going to tell you honestly, I really think that loving someone, falling in love with someone is a gift.
It's so magical.
Yeah.
It's like the best feeling in the world.
Even if they don't love you back, you got to learn to walk away and fall in love again.
But
you know?
being not loved back is just a learning experience, you know? It's just God's way of redirecting you to somebody else that's more meant for you, because there's no point of putting your energy into somebody that's not going to reciprocate the feelings. But you're right that falling in love is beautiful nonetheless.
Yeah, exactly.
But there's also different kinds of loves. You know, there's romantic love, there's friendship love, there's different kinds of love out there. It doesn't have to be romantic all the time. So you can find love in so many different ways as well. For me, I have a lot of love from my friends, from my family, from my children. So even though I may not be romantically in love with anybody, I still feel a lot of love, yourself included, you know, like you have good friends around you, you have good people around you. And that's what makes it possible to be single for a longer period of time and to not rush into a relationship just to be in
I'm kind of jealous. I want to have like 10 babies that cries everywhere. That's what I was saying. And
you'll be surrounded by love, that's for sure.
Yes, yeah. I don't have kids yet, but I really do want to have. And not just the pressure to have kids, but I really want to be like falling in love with a man. Like I'm craving this right now. Like I'm like low on love. Like I want to love someone. And like even if they smell bad, even if they're sweaty, and you still love them, like you know, you can like be next to them and not talking, and you're good. And even if they have kids already, I don't mind, honest, at this point. What do you think about that?
What I think about that is might be a bit hypocritical, but do
you mind if the man has kids?
You know, my
already?
ex had a child, and he didn't have custody, so it didn't feel overwhelming. But the truth is, I already have 4 kids of my own, so
superwoman.
It would be quite overwhelming.
Do you see how beautiful she is with 4 kids? Oh my God.
I really try to not lose myself as a woman, though. So I take the time and effort to. I take the time and effort on my appearance because that's what makes me feel good, to be honest. I love beauty and I love putting makeup, so I'll do it.
You're so good with your makeup.
Thank you so much. And I think I would be open to dating a guy who has children, but it would really depend on how he takes care of his kids. I would not be with a guy who doesn't take care of his kids because having kids of my own, the way you take care of your children is a reflection of who you are as a person, you know? Like, let's say I have a guy who has children, but then he talks all kinds of crazy stuff about his ex, like his ex is crazy, won't let me see the kids. To me, that's a red flag about the guy and not about the girl, because guys are always saying their ex is crazy.
Oh my God, that's a red flag. There's so much red flag. I just started a series on my TikTok. I don't know if you saw like Find Your Soulmate.
Oh, okay.
But I put the red flag, and now I see them more. But it's so hard to kind of find someone that you gonna love and you're gonna have a chemistry, that sometimes you can get past, like you get over those red flag and you let them go, right? You know what? Like you accept them, because
sometimes red flags could even be a turn on. Like you have like a toxic attraction to certain red flags.
No, I don't believe there's a link between. I just think it's hard to have a mutual chemistry, a mutual love, and to have someone that is at the level of what I am at, because I'm not better than anyone. You're not better than anyone. I feel like we're all at the same level. There's not one human being that is more or less than someone. All lives matters just as much. The only thing is we're all at different positions, like in different positions, and we all have different tastes, different wishes, different dreams. We all have different values, different ways of seeing the world, and different way of talking, different intelligence. So we're all at the same level, but in different positions. And to find that person that will think like you, that will be able to love you the way that you want to be loved, it's so difficult. So if you have this person today that is next to you, that loves you, that treats you good, like be grateful today.
Hold on to them.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying today. I was like, I'm gonna be so much more grateful when I find that person, because I've had a bit of time to be single and to, see what's out there.
You know what I've noticed a lot is that because now we live in a society where there's so much choice, right? The apps and everything, people give up a lot easier, a lot faster.
Choices doesn't really mean nothing though, like because
it means that
I could see I could see like 20 men and none of them interested me.
Remember the other day we were saying how guys, they like shiny new toys, right? So they get distracted easily because there's so many choices, so they get the illusion that there's like always going to be someone better, instead of focusing on what they already have and trying to fix that. I find people give up a lot faster, and sometimes it's that illusion of having so much choice. People give up a lot faster and they don't appreciate what they have. They have no gratitude. And that's like the realities of modern dating.
At the same time, like what do you think about divorce? Because some people, like, I feel like, you know, the older generation before us, like, for example, for work or for love, it was harder for them. Like, they didn't have all those apps, they didn't add all of those opportunities online to make money. So I feel like there's a hatred, like, coming from older generation, because they are like, you gotta work hard, you gotta work for your relationship so it works.
Right.
But I believe that it's kind of healthy to separate ways. You know, I believe that divorce is normal, and that if someone walks away, they're just not meant to level up with you. Because what I've noticed is that we all have, like, purpose, soul missions. We all have things that is close to our heart, and that we want to do, that we want to change the world, or that we want to do for, like, a passion, a work, whatever that we're passionate about. And some men, they will not agree to support you in your dreams, for example. For example, you meet a man tomorrow that you both love each other, you have a chemistry, but he doesn't support you on social media. He tells you all the time, like, why do you film those videos? Like, what's the point? Like, where are you gonna go with this? And then it's always negative. And he's like, just find a normal job. Like, what are you doing? Like, this is stupid. So this gonna come to, like, maybe kill your dreams. And so it's not just about working in a relationship, it's that sometimes the person that you're with will, like, interfere with your soul mission, with your dreams, with everything that you're trying to do, by his negativity, by his lack of maturity. Because not everyone wants to grow up, not everyone wants to evaluate and advance. Some people, they only want to stay on the surface, and they will be eternal babies. So that's why I agree that divorce is a good thing, because we are not forced to stay in hell. You know, angels, they don't live in hell. And what are angels? Angels are those who are able to come out of hell and still stay angels. They were still able to be soft, to have their heart open, to show their emotion, to not play games, and to tell people that you have feelings, that you love them, to not play those stupid games of who's gonna love the other one before, and then be drama queen, and then lying, and all of that. Not everyone is authentic and honest too, so you understand? Sometimes you gotta separate ways.
I do think that, you know, I believe in putting the effort to make it work, but I also know that sometimes you've done what you could and it's time to separate ways, and there's nothing wrong with that, you know. And if I'm gonna be so much more selective with the next man that I have in my life, because, for example, you mentioned, what if your partner doesn't support, let's say, social media? But that was my ex exactly. Every time I posted something online, he's like, oh, who are you seeking attention from? Like, why are you posting it? Like, why do you need likes from other people?
Oh my god, you too? You had a toxic, negative person? Oh my god.
So the next time, now that I'm single, I've actually put so much more effort into social media, because I enjoy it, actually, and whatever happens of it, it doesn't matter to me. So the next time someone comes along, this is already part of who I am now, and they'll either have to accept it or move along. So I'm not going to ever let somebody else take away anything from me again, you know? It's just being more selective about who you let in.
If you live every day with someone, let's say, like, you date someone once a week, how are you going to know that you can be like, for a lifetime with that person? Like, so, like, you gotta go 1 week on a vacation to see, like, all the little tick, the way he eats, like, the way he smell, the way he acts. You gotta be with the person, like, 24/7, like, for a week. I think it's a big test.
Beyond that, it's about how he takes care of his finances, how he runs his house, what are his habits. You know, like, it's so much deeper than that, and you can definitely not know this stuff from dating only, like, once a week. If you're going to do that, it's going to take so much longer. I'm in the belief that I would like to take my time, but I know for you, you would prefer to accelerate the process.
Because, you know, I'm not saying, like, you're gonna, that's one of my tips that I see on my Siri, on my TikTok, find your soulmate. I've noticed that people that takes their time, it's good. Like you date once a week, you know, you slowly don't move in together so fast. But that's not what I talk about. I'm talking like to actually go in a vacation first and be like 1 full week together. That's a good start. Not moving in together, but just do one trip together. Like if you can stay with the men 7 days, that's a good sign, as if you will be able to have a future. Like to do it like early on, or even to stay 1 week at his house to say like, but a trip is even better. It's more like
you're in a new environment, so it's really testing a lot.
Like I've did the test with some guys. Like it's like the honeymoon, and then after 2-3 days you want to like
go home.
You want to go home. You're like, okay, bye. Like I don't want to talk to you anymore.
So what are some deal breakers that would happen during vacation that for you would be like, okay, I'm clearly not gonna move forward with this?
Okay, first of all, like I feel like chemistry is science. Like I mean, it's either that it's there or it's not. It's like a physical thing, like your skin, your smell. You don't choose who you love. You don't choose the attractions you can have. This is a question of taste.
Yeah,
you understand what I mean? The person could be the best person in the world. Like we are like animals deep down.
Right.
We're more than that. Like the problem is that some men, they are strictly just animals. Like we have a consciousness, we have hearts, we have more intelligence now, but they can be the best person, but you still need to have, first of all, this attraction. This is science, chemistry, and you don't choose it. It's either there or it's not. This is the first thing.
You know, it's really funny because when I was much younger, I also had, I feel like it kind of resembles your story with Joseph. This guy, he was like in love with me, and he was the nicest guy, and he could have done anything for me, but I just wasn't attracted to him. And I really wanted to. I wanted to give him a chance, and I wanted to like... Because
he was like so perfect. So nice,
he had everything that I wanted, and he was treating me right. It's
not fair.
And then you know what? He did die. He died too.
What?
I swear to God, isn't that crazy?
Oh my God.
I was a teenager. It was a long time ago, but he ended up getting hit by a car and he died. And I really I miss him.
In love with you?
Yeah, I miss him to this day, and
Maybe
I really
your
wish...
guardian angel?
I think he is.
I believe Joseph is one of my guardian angels.
I always thought that Phil was my guardian angel to this day.
And Phil? So Joseph and Phil.
Yeah.
Joseph and Phil.
Isn't that prophet's name?
I don't know.
Like the name of like...
It's possible.
Jesus' prophet. I know Joseph was... Anyways, it's Joseph, very biblical. Yeah. It's very biblical.
Yeah, Joseph, Phil, I don't know.
Yeah, but yes, I to this day, I cherish his love that he had for me, but I could just never pass the line. I could not love him like that. I loved him. I was just not able to like be with him, you know, because I was missing that chemistry.
And, you know, I think it's all orchestrated at some point too. So you learn, like, I believe like life is like a school. And it's like a simulation type of thing. Like there's some people that are soulless, like narcissistic.
Oh, yeah.
They start exposing them more online, right?
Right.
So I feel it narcissistic are more like, pathological liars, or like those who don't feel concerned about people's emotions. Like they only see, like they don't have respect for people's emotions. They don't consider other people's emotions because they don't really have this ability of loving people so deeply. It's still just on the surface.
They only love themselves, narcissistic people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't take anyone or anything that happened in your life as something bad. Just feel your emotions. Like this weekend, I was crying all weekend. I did some meditation, some clearing, promising myself that I will never allow men that are disconnected to enter my life. I did like a big manifesting and clearing, and acknowledge your emotion and show your emotion to other people. And if they laugh at you, if they mock you for having emotions and for loving you, then let them having their karma. But what is the deal breaker? Let's say like tomorrow a man invites you on vacation. It's like, I'm taking you with me. Like, what would you not like in a man like that you've discovered over the years?
Well, it's funny because before you were mentioning how you really like appreciate a man who has his feminine energy or who's in touch with it. And I'm looking for a man who's much more in his masculine energy because I spend too much time being in my masculine energy.
Like a provider.
Yeah. I want to be taken out of my masculine energy. I'm always, and especially as a mom,
You've been the man in the relationship.
I'm always the man, and I continue to have to be like the man because I have to be the leader of my family. So I'm all the time, I'm on. Like my brain's always on. So I want somebody to take that away from me, to give me the chance to be a little girl again. Yeah. So a man who can't plan a date, a man who doesn't have his finances in order, to me at this point is a deal breaker. A guy who's too much in his feminine energy would be a deal breaker for me.
Only the crazy one don't change their minds. We're just talking with our heart, with our voice, and I've caught many people in my life, men and women, they were like, they whisper into fear, like, don't believe in fairy tales, don't talk about God, don't say love will save you. Some were riding big horses, camels, and even dinosaurs. But listen, I believe in saving, I believe in being saved. Not because we're weak, but because we're human. There's some people that are like, that's why like I came up with fairy tale tea time, like making the contrast with like a fairy, fairy tale, and Flintstones, like those, barbaric men were close-hearted. Like if they were like, they had their heart broken before and then they don't love women anymore type of thing.
Right.
And it came with the fact of like men saying like, oh yeah, she's waiting that we save her, and they look down on women and they look at if they are in a good position to pay 50-50 or stuff like that. There's a lot of men like that.
Nightmare 50-50.
And so it's not everyone that believe that we should save people. Even going to homeless people, not everyone think we should help this world or others. Some people, they don't feel concerned about the world at all.
Those are self-centered people.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, maybe those Flintstones. Again, what we say now, the favorite.
Better be alone than to be with a Flintstone.
Better to be alone than to be with a Flintstone. And when this happened, I had the confirmation fireworks in front of my apartment.
I saw you posting about that actually.
Yeah. Have you ever felt that you were someone's savior or that someone saved you?
I don't think so. No, actually, I don't think I've.
You never saved someone or
I thought I was helping, let's say, my ex, but in the end, he just resented me for the things that I was.
What is resented you?
He didn't appreciate it. It made him.
Oh, he took you for granted. What you were doing for granted.
Not only that, but he started to dislike me because of it. Like he was almost annoyed. I think he was maybe jealous that I was able to do more for him than the other way around. Intimidated. Yeah, intimidated, exactly. So I would think about it twice the next time around. And I don't think that I was ever saved because I have always been kind of like the savior, if anything, in my relationships, and that's why that I really don't want to do that again.
So I believe what's coming for you is someone that will save you in a way.
I hope so.
It will bring out the best in you. Like money will enhance more what you already are.
Yeah.
A man will enhance more of what you already are.
Exactly.
So like money does save people. So a man does save people.
Yeah.
They just enhance what you already are. Again, so if you are in a chaotic place as a woman and you don't do this work, you don't do effort, you don't work on yourself, on your body, on your mind, even if you have money, it will still be chaotic. You're gonna spend all your money in alcohol, or you're gonna go do stupid things. So again, yes, people can save you. And this is what you already are. And so for me, people, definitely 100%, especially since my targeting, since my human trafficking story, I've been with men that are older than me, that helped me a lot in all the aspect of my life. They definitely act like saviors in my life. they definitely enhanced a lot of things that I was. They helped me a lot, and this was my choice to be with savior, we can say. Can love heal trauma, or does it only highlight what we still need to heal in ourselves?
If it's the good kind of love, I think it can heal a lot of things. True love will allow somebody to heal, and I think maybe the wrong kind of love will enhance the trauma a bit, the same way that you're saying money can enhance what's already there. It's the same thing. Love can enhance it, or it can heal it. It really depends on how you are receiving the love, and if you're ready for a change, what your state of mind will matter a lot when it comes to that, I find. Yeah.
That's so good, your example. To continue with what we're saying, like Grant Cardone, when he talks about psychology behind money, he says money will enhance what you already are. Mm-hmm. So if you're a bad person, you will be if you have problem addictions, if you're not able to deal with your money, it's gonna be worse. Even with more money, you will not be able to take care of it and to make more. And same
Just
thing
breathe
with
and have faith that everything will work out for the
man,
best.
our lover, savior.
What is the real world?
What is the real world? These people, they are dream killers. What you want is only in the 1%. You dream too big.
Everybody's showing only the good side, but then they'll laugh at somebody for crying. But life is not just rainbows and butterflies. You know, there's darkness too. So you're showing both sides.
We want to talk about traumas is that this is a deep question, because to be honest, that is why I'm still single today, truly. And I see it very loud, is that I've been with men, unfortunately, that carries a lot of deep childhood traumas, like unresolved child traumas, like a lot of men out there actually. And I am here to break generational curses and traumas, and not to repeat the same pattern that my family happened before, to have a complete sacred love that is not toxic. And I'm very proud that I chose myself, and I left and I walked out. And I believe that unfortunately love is not enough. And even if you pour all of your love, and again, like we talked before, that you see this person, this piece of shit, into the most magical, the most special, the most positive person, this will only put his head higher in the sky. And then when he has the chance, you will be on the floor, on your knees, begging, and he's just gonna abuse more of this control, this power that he will have on you, as you try to change him, as you try to love him, as you try to heal him, as you try to just make him better. So I think traumas can only be healed by yourself, as you take a conscious decision to forgive others, forgive yourself, and go within and question yourself. Some people, they will never question, and some people actually, you know what, we're gonna finish with this after that. Some people, they just want to make money. They want to make money, they want to have sex, they want to have trophies, they want to just buy things, they want to show that they have a good life on paper. They want to live in those illusions. Life is ironic. I don't know what to tell you. Like, people will judge and make assumption still of what people wear today.
Yeah. Well, you can't please anyone.
But imagine,
someone's always gonna dislike you.
Look, people still judge people in 2025 based on what they wear.
Right. I know. Yeah.
Do you know that there's people, they look like homeless, and they're like one of the wealthiest, most successful people. And you're there thinking that if a woman wears like a cleavage, or she shows like...
She was asking for it.
Yeah, or that she is not a good person, or she doesn't have good values, or that...
Yeah.
And then this woman that puts her like...
hijabs, or like,
and she's a better person because she show herself out there that she it's all about like comedy show, like showing yourself, like
it's an illusion.
It's everything is illusion. So you can't really judge nothing
No.
unless you know them. That's why, like, when people come at me, they're like, "Oh, this one is a bad person. This person did this." I discovered myself, and I
Make your own opinions, as we all should, to be honest.
tell us in the comment section what you thought of our discussion. If there's certain thing that you don't agree, put your opinions below. And I'm gonna see you in the next episode of Fairy Tale Tea Time.
Yes.
I love you. Peace.
For the best.
What is the real world?
What is the real world? These people, they are dream killers. They are dream killers. Only in the one person. You dream too big. You dream too big.
Everybody's showing the good side, but then they'll laugh at somebody. But life is not just rainbows and butterflies. You know, there's darkness. You know, there's darkness too. You're showing both sides.